We have a research fellow from South Korea's Asan Institute of Policy Studies. That's Dr. Yang Uk. He joins us live. Now, Dr. Yang, alignment between Seoul, South Korea, and Poland coming at the time as it is right now. This alignment, perfect for the moment, would you say?
Yes, I mean, the need for both countries to cooperate is crucial. And I mean, the security challenge faced by both Poland and South Korea is kind of same. We are both the front line of the democratic country against these authoritative regimes.
When you talk about democratic countries, so if we look at alignment between South Korea and Poland, both are front lines in their particular regions for both actual and potential conflict. Both are allies, whether it's directly in South Korea's case or indirectly via NATO and EU in Poland's case. So the threats they face and the support that they do get, plus South Korea's innate strengths in its defense industry, these are making these two countries perfect partners for the moment. That was the question.
Yes. The thing is that Poland need a very immediate need for their defense buildup, while the European defense companies and even the U.S. manufacturer cannot provide the weapon in time. But in case of South Korea, I mean, we have constant threat from North Korea and capability to provide those weapons. So I mean, that's where the cooperation started.
All right, so this constant threat you mentioned, now that threat has certainly gone up a notch in the last few hours with news of the Russian lower house of parliament ratifying essentially what at that point was unclear, at this point still unclear, what might amount to a mutual defense pact between Russia and North Korea. Now we've got news increasingly confirmed about North Korean troops, 3,000 of them being deployed to Russia to fight that war in Ukraine. If this should be confirmed, significant deployment in Ukraine, how does that change South Korea's calculus in terms of helping what's happening in Ukraine?
Well, South Korea could provide the lethal weapons to Ukraine, and Poland will be the front line for those efforts because Poland is the logistic hub for the support of the war in Ukraine. So thinking of the existing cooperation between the Poland and South Korea, I mean, it's perfect place to start.
All right, so Poland as the perfect conduit or perhaps even launching base for South Korea's increasing involvement in helping Ukraine defend itself against Russian invasion. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, South Korea could provide weapons to Ukraine through the Poland existing, infrastructures, and also, I mean, the NATO country would need South Korean intelligence support, and maybe, I mean, we can do it from the Poland area.
I suppose the concerns right now in terms of, I think, both Yoon Suk-yeol as well as the Polish president in the last few hours as well, together saying what's happening in terms of Russia and North Korea drawing closer together, that would pose a security threat that goes beyond even Europe, even the Indo-Pacific. How do you see this axis taking place, drawing together different partners? How does that threaten what both leaders are saying, global security?
Yeah, it's really, rather unique situation that Poland have to, deal with the Russia and also, or possibly North Korea. And in case of South Korea, I mean, we have a constant threat from the North Korea, but I mean, we're going to have to, cooperate each other because, I mean, we have some kind of know-how how to deal with this, North Korean and such authoritative regime. So, I mean, this, defense cooperation is much beyond the just, the weapons deals, and it's much more about its strategies and tactics against those forces.
Well, Dr. Yang, I think the concern is not just these immediate parties. You could see the US being drawn in. You could see China being drawn in. And from that, other medium powers as well. That is the fear in terms of a global security threat, surely.
Yeah, the thing is that even the European, well, they can provide the enough, security to their, NATO countries, and that's why the U.S. Still supporting the NATO countries, but well, it's not still enough. So that's where South Korea came in, and we didn't, go for, go to the Poland to sell the weapons, and the Poland found us. So I mean, this kind of cooperation between these middle countries, well, maybe well, that's the way to deal with the future threat.
All right, that's one way to deal with it, Dr. Yang.
Singapore also.
Oh, the concern, of course, is whether the superpowers, what they might do as the medium-sized powers reach out to each other. Thank you, Dr. Yang Wook, joining us live there from Seoul.